Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to discuss how you can pass a function as a parameter in another function. So usually in a function, we have different input parameters and those parameters can be of different data types. But I'm going to show you how you can pass a function as a parameter and call that function inside that other function. So let's dive straight to that example. So I have a sample application which is called employee. And if you see, I have one data model called employee who has some basic parameters like first name, last name, email, job title, rate. And then we have full-time employee, which extends the employee. So first I create an instance of a full-time employee, and I just define first name, last name, and hourly rate. And if you see in here, we have two functions. One is calculate salary, which basically takes the rate, like the hourly rate of an employee, and just multiplies the rate into 40, which is 40 hours a week, and then 52 weeks a year. And that returns the salary of like yearly salary. And then we have another function called calculate bonus. And the bonus takes the salary and just return the 10%. It's just a static 10% of the salary as bonus. So now if you see, I have defined an employee, created an instance, and then I called calculate salary where I pass the hourly rate, which is in this case 50, and this will return the salary. And then we pass the salary as a parameter into the calculate bonus, and that returns the bonus, which is 10% of the salary. And then I have another function called display employee information, where I'm passing the employee and the salary that I calculated and the bonus. And finally, I'm displaying the ID of the employee, name, hourly rate, and then the salary and bonus that I passed. If you quickly run it, you'll see. There you go. We have the ID, Alice Smith, and the hourly rate, and 104,000 salary, and 10,400 is the bonus. Now, this is the simple way. Now, what I want to do is I don't want to calculate the salary and bonus in here. Rather, I want to pass this function as a parameter to this display employee info function and calculate everything inside the display employee info, so that I don't have to do separate calculation here and pass that into the parameter. And how can I do that? So let's change the function first, the function definition. So what I want to do is I want to send the employee, and then I want to send the calculate salary function. So if you see, so the way I pass it is first pass the type. So type is a function, so that we say it by func, func. And then within this bracket, you have to pass the input parameter of that function and the output parameter. So if you see, the input parameter for calculate salary is a decimal, and it also returns a decimal. So in here, I can say decimal and decimal, and I just name the function calc salary. The same thing for the calculate bonus. It does the same thing. It takes the decimal, which is salary, which is a decimal, as an input parameter, and also returns as a decimal. So I also define is that func decimal decimal, and I call it calc bonus. Now in here, when I'm calling this function, now I can pass this function. So what I just want to say is calculate salary and calculate bonus. And you see the definition of this function matches the definition here, because this calculate salary takes decimal as an input, returns decimal as an output, the same for bonus. So this part is done. So now I don't have to calculate this anymore here. Now, but now in this function, I want to calculate the salary. So as you see, it has suggested how you can do that. So you just calculate the salary equals the calc salary, which is this function that I passed as a parameter. So I'm just calling that function calc salary, and I'm passing the employee hourly rate. Now I get the salary. So I can print the salary here. And now for the bonus, I can do the same. Like just call that calc bonus function that I have passed in this. I'll just add some new line to make it look a little bit better. So you can see like I have this calc bonus function, I call it, and what I pass is the salary that I calculated here. And that's it. And this will do the same thing. Okay, now it looks more clean. I have only one function which is displaying employee information, and within the function I do all this stuff. I pass this to function as a parameter, and I call this function to calculate the salary and then calculate the bonus and this display. Now if I run it, you'll see it returns the exact same thing, 104,000 as the salary and 10,400 as the sorry, I named it wrong hourly rate. It should be basically bonus. Yeah, so bonus is 10,400, just 10% of the salary. So this is how you can pass a function as a parameter in another function. I hope you like this video. If you have any question, just leave a comment. Thanks.